Any forecast of economic recession, no matter how mild, can cause anxiety among households. Regardless of what happens, it is in your family's best interest to be ready for whatever comes next. Although the current economic climate is anything but typical, the upcoming recession is unprecedented due to the unusual confluence of causes. Every day, people in 2022 have it rough due to factors including inflation, rising interest rates, and the conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Because of these variables, recession-proofing your family requires a fresh perspective and, in some cases, the abandonment of tried and true strategies that may actually do more harm than good right now. What does this mean for you and your loved ones right now? The question is, how do you even get started getting ready? Hi, and welcome back to Fascinating Self. Today, we will talk about 20 frugal living tips that will see you through the end of the recession and save your money much-needed cash. Stick with us till the end of the video to find out how to weather the financial storm. Number 1. Learn how to do basic fixes at home. Many people's ideal home improvement projects include expanding the dwelling square footage, sprucing up the outdoor space, and updating the inside. These pipe dreams may not be viable from a financial standpoint, but do not let it discourage you from maintaining the house you already have. Maintaining your home's market value and avoiding costly major repairs can be accomplished by staying on top of the maintenance. Here are a few simple tasks you can do around the house to save money. Things like replacing batteries in smoke detectors, sealing drafty doors and windows, and fixing dripping faucets are just a few examples of what you may do. Maintaining your home systems can provide you peace of mind, safeguard your investment, and cut costs. The reason is, if you do not keep up with regular house maintenance, you could end up spending hundreds or thousands of dollars more than you had planned for major and sometimes avoidable repairs or replacements. Number 2. Always have a grocery list. You are not alone if you have ever gone to the supermarket for a couple of essentials like eggs and milk, only to end up with a cart full of extras you did not realize you needed. It is especially easy to get carried away when grocery shopping. What with all the tempting buy one get one deals, sales on wine, and intriguing new flavors of salad dressing. Before you know it, you have spent $100 more than you planned on groceries. Shopping without a list can result in the purchase of unnecessary items. Bringing kids with you to the store and/or going shopping while you are hungry can make it difficult to stick to your list. If you want to keep your grocery spending down the next time you go shopping, prepare a list and stick to it. If you want to avoid buying things on the spot, you should eat before you go shopping or leave the kids at home. Number 3. Save on gas. Allow me to ask you a very important question. What is your monthly fuel budget like? How much more than $30, $70, or $100 does it cost? The typical gas mileage in the United States is 22.5 miles per gallon. Most gas stations charge between $3.50 and $5 per gallon. U.S. drivers typically log around 1,000 kilometers each year. In sum, most Americans spend between $200 and $500 monthly on gas for their cars. The best approach to get anything that is only a few blocks away from your house or workplace is to walk there. The fewer miles you put on your car, the lower your emissions will be. It is true that gas prices can put a serious dent in your monthly budget. Getting out for a weekly walk, run, or ride on a bike could help you save a few dollars. Number 4. Resell old clothes. I bet many of us own racks upon racks of unused, yet still usable clothing. It is possible that these items are either too big or too tiny for us, or that they were gifts that we just did not like. Whatever the case may be, if you are short on cash, it helps to know the best ways to sell your goods. Selling clothing at a discount of roughly 33% off the original price is a good rule of thumb. You should expect to get back roughly $20 if you spend $60 on those Puma or Jordans in good condition. You may get away with asking $25 to $30 if you only wore them once and they are in immaculate condition. So consider selling clothing you do not use to make extra bucks. Number 5. Buy second-hand tech. The most up-to-date laptops can cost several $1,000s, and a nice cell phone can cost several $100s. Software costs a lot too. Consider the present inflation rate and the question of whether or not it is wise to buy secondhand. When it comes to the fast upgrade cycle for new items, buying used is a good approach to help cut wastage. A brand new Samsung Note 20 on Amazon would set you back around $800, but you can get a used one for around $490. Just over 25% savings to be exact. It is not difficult to conceive the possibility of economizing several thousands of dollars over the course of a few years if you always buy used. Number 6. Use LED lights at home. The term light-emitting diode, or LED, refers to a specific type of semiconductor that can be used to do just that: turn electricity into light. LEDs require significantly less power to produce the same amount of light as conventional bulbs. LEDs are more efficient than traditional lighting methods because most of the energy they consume goes toward producing light rather than heat. More than 75% less energy is used by LED lights compared to incandescent bulbs. The disparity is particularly pronounced at low power levels in comparison to a 50-watt incandescent bulb. The light output of 11 to 12-watt LED flood lamps is comparable. LEDs are a fantastic choice because they reduce energy consumption and costs. Number 7. Air dry your clothes. Air drying your clothes has environmental benefits, but can you also save money by doing it? Dryers are notorious energy hogs, so anything that might reduce the amount of power used in a home is welcome. Not only will you save money by air drying, but you will also have a smaller impact on the environment. Any amount of energy you use, even 1 kilowatt-hour of electricity or 1 therm of natural gas, results in more energy production and the release of carbon dioxide into the environment. Number 8. Use cash instead of cards. First, you swipe. Then the device beeps. Voila, approved. Your credit card was just charged $6 more for coffee. Even though it is your third transaction in as many days, you still opt to use your credit card rather than fumble around for coins. However, you might be surprised to learn how quickly those $5 or $10 swipes mount up, and how much more it costs to use a credit card rather than cash. You are not actually spending your own money when you use a credit card. In doing so, you are simply adding to the debt you will inevitably face in the future. However, when using cash, you cannot spend more than you have. That is why it is important not to overspend on food at the beginning of the month. You will pay for it later. Number 9. Have a meal plan. Planning your meals in advance is the best approach to save money on food costs on a regular basis. Meal prep in advance is the most effective way to save money on groceries. You cannot get the full benefits of other recommendations like eating in season or buying at Walmart without first laying the groundwork with a proper meal plan. In some homes, as much as 20% of food is wasted. Planning your meals around discounts at the grocery store, seasonal supplies, what you already have on hand, and your budget can help you save money. Planning your meals ahead of time will help you save money on gas and curb the urge to make unnecessary extra food purchases. Number 10. Embrace minimalism. Minimalists say that the practice can help you break free from the trappings of consumer culture and move toward a more meaningful existence. Minimalism as a way of life can involve doing less of what does not bring you joy, like spending less time reading through your phone in the morning, so that you can do more of what brings you joy, like taking it easy on the morning routine. Minimalism, from an aesthetic standpoint, can take the form of getting rid of excess belongings to create a relaxing environment and freeing up mental bandwidth for more important pursuits like interpersonal connections, professional development, and personal interests. The practice of minimalism can help you save cash by helping you cut back on extraneous purchases, decrease your overall cost of living, and simplify your budget. Number 11. Avoid single-use items. You might be surprised to learn that a 36-pack of microfiber cloths costs only a few dollars more than a 12-pack of paper towels, but lasts for several times as long. Since microfiber cloths can be washed and reused, you will not have to constantly buy new ones. Additionally, the fibers will not shed lint, which will facilitate cleaning. Unlike a paper towel, which merely wipes away dust and debris, these attract it. The unpapered towel is a roll of washable cloth that fits into a standard paper towel holder, perfect for those who can just not give up on their tear and use habits. Number 12. Invest in cheap hobbies. The best way to have fun without breaking the bank is to take up a cheap hobby. Your hobbies are what gives your life meaning and happiness, but having fun does not have to break the bank. If you are strapped for funds or putting away a little extra for a large purchase, do not let boredom get the best of you, because hobbies like bike riding, rock climbing, and playing with your kids or pets at a local park can come in handy. To avoid spending more money than necessary on a cheap hobby, it is essential to establish a firm pricing point right from the start. Number 13. Minimize monthly subscriptions. We live in a world where there has been a shift away from tangible products to the rise of the service industry. Consider the music you enjoy listening to. In contrast to the past, when one would shell out sizable money to acquire the newest CD by one's favorite band, there's a good chance that you're a paying Spotify subscriber. Access to their extensive repertoire of artists is available for roughly €10 per month. Excellent in every respect, right? Well, this 2018 survey by ING, a Dutch bank, shows that the typical European family spends almost €130 per month on subscriptions. You can save yourself about $70 each month by going through your subscriptions and filtering out the ones you no longer need. Number 14. Repair and reuse. Over time, it is easy for your home to become cluttered with unnecessary stuff. You put some of it to use, some to waste, and some to repair or discard. While it is natural to want to immediately replace a broken or damaged item, this is not always required. The time and money spent on making even minor repairs can save a lot of money and help keep items out of landfills. Living a minimalist lifestyle might test your resourcefulness. Making do with what you have rather than constantly replacing it is an important part of a minimalist lifestyle that will save you a lot of money. Number 15. Embrace energy-efficient appliances. If you are curious, it is true that purchasing energy-efficient appliances can reduce your monthly utility bills. In this way, if a product has a Blue Energy Star designation, that implies it can help you save money every month. The Energy Star emblem, a square of light blue with white lettering, mainly appears on electronics. It tells you which appliances, appliance parts, light bulbs, laptops, and even windows are the most energy efficient. When it comes to large, power-hungry appliances, it stands to reason that more energy-efficient choices would result in lower costs. In the long run, you can save money by switching to energy-efficient products because your monthly energy costs will be less. Number 16. Travel abroad on a frugal budget. Many Americans are struggling to make ends meet, so taking a vacation is a luxury they cannot afford right now. However, there are encouraging signs that the economy is beginning to recover and people are beginning to travel again, albeit cautiously. According to Henry Hartfeld, a market researcher at Forrester Research, people are increasingly traveling with one hand firmly clasped to their wallets. Planning a trip abroad, start by finding countries with good currency rates. That is because their currencies are so undervalued compared to the US dollar. Seek out nations whose political or economic volatility is relatively mild or localized, as this can put downward pressure on currency values. Number 17. Shop local. Are you tired of shopping at a crowded supermarket where everyone is literally rushed? The meat is shipped in from who knows where, and natural products are few and far between. If so, then give shopping locally a try. Buying from a local farmer is cheaper than buying in a conventional grocery store. In conventional grocery stores, sometimes it will say that the produce or meat is organic and local. But if you take the time to look further into where it actually comes from, there are still chemicals on the products to preserve its look, so it can travel more distance and remain looking fresh. And some hike up prices because of the label. Number 18. Cut back on meat products. The cost of food has gone up significantly during the past year, as you have probably observed. Perhaps you have written it all down to inflation, and that explanation would be accurate. Price gouging occurs when goods or services are marked up by more than the rate of inflation. This is an accusation leveled by the White House and consumer advocacy groups. Since last April, Domestic food costs have risen by approximately 11%, which is much higher than the rate of inflation, 8.3%, and especially high when considering the price increases of meat, milk, and eggs. You can save a lot of money by reducing the number of times per week that you eat animal products, or by switching to alternatives. Number 19. Save on water bills. In the bath, it is easy to lose track of time. After a long day, 15 minutes in a steaming hot shower will feel like 5 minutes. However, there is a price to pay for such comfort, as the water usage of such long showers will show up in the next month's bill. You can save money on water and electricity by taking shorter, more efficient showers and by washing clothes and dishes in cold water. In contrast, changing your showering habits or putting in new technology can save you much more money on utilities. No matter what kind of shower head you have, saving money on your monthly utility bills can be as simple as cutting down on the amount of time and water you spend in the shower each day. Number 20. Live within your means. You probably did not know this, but the typical American family has more than $137,000 in credit card debt. A great way to attain financial independence is to learn to live within your means, which is especially important in light of recent inflation and the impending economic recession. Moving to a smaller home or an apartment outside of the city may help you live more frugally if you are trying to save costs. Although it is a pain, moving is the best way to cut costs, provided you have the extra space or are willing to put up with a longer commute. There you have it, folks. We hope you enjoyed it. If you need more tips about frugality and the recession, be sure to watch our past episode on 10 old-fashioned tips for frugal living that will help you save money today. See you at the next one.